Okay, this is my website which I've been making and my online photographic blog that I've been doing for the past 2 weeks as my work experience. Let me begin with my first image, which is a photographer that inspired me, an advertisement photographer called Eric Johansson from Sweden, a photographer whose Photoshop effects have really inspired me to take it into my own work and hopefully in the future gain the skills that he has. And then here's a photo from Ransom Mitchell, and they just made me realise that my advertisement photography needs to be crisp, sharp to gain attention, as I thought this photograph, even though there's a lot going on, your attention is immediately on the two women in the centre. And then for my work experience, I have been creating advertisements for Checkatrade.com and for business cards for my dad, who is a self-employed plasterer. And I've created a fair few of these, but unfortunately only have one to upload at this point. I've also been taking shoots as well, and this is one which I originally did at college, but recently have been adding new stuff to it and been adapting from my original at college. And this was when I made a magazine called Total Sport for one of my units there. Is another shoot which I also took at college from my magazine that I created, and this was on a local DJ who was one of my friends as well, and he at the time paid me to do this, so I feel like this could be included in my professional practice blog. And then I have more photos here which was linked to the article. They were also in the article as well. I think this one was actually on my other mate who's a DJ as well, called Ben Baker, and he's been played at lots of festivals, played at lots of clubs, so he's quite big at the moment on the scene with drum and bass DJing. I also did some advertisement photography during college as well, and I thought to include this as I don't have many of the ones I've been doing for my dad recently, just to show the other skills that I have with advertising. I've done a fair few on NSPCC, and there's a lot more where that comes from. I took the photo in a studio at my college and used Photoshop to do all the rest, put the NSPCC logo in, the slogan, and Photoshop the image to make it look crisper and black and white, more dramatic. And then here's my finished article which I was talking about, and I actually wrote the article as well. I just thought this should all be included because it is professional practice itself, even though it is old stuff as well. And as my other NSPCC advert, I took this of my nephew, and this was a couple years ago. And I've recently been photoshopping it and making the clarity higher so it just looks sharper. It stands out a lot more and just looks more professional, more like an authentic advert. This was one of my originals. This one wasn't as good as the others, I thought, but I thought I'd include it anyway, because as you can see, some of the Photoshop skills that I had back then weren't as good, and it's all gone blurry behind the head. But I thought I'd show it anyway, because after that, the ones that I showed before have improved dramatically after learning new skills at university. And here's my other article as well. I also wrote this article and took the photographs for it. And that was another shoot which I took for that same subject. And here's my final article. This was actually a draft, but it was probably my favourite because I think the photographs look more professional and there's a lot of positive space filled, and I just think it suits to fit in a magazine a lot more than the others. I just think the layout just looks more aesthetically appealing than all the others as well. And then that's back to the start. And there is also, at the bottom of this website, there's also a magazine which we created, me and my friends created, and there's some photos that I took in there for my friends as well, but the only things that are in there that are really mine are the articles which I've shown before, but I've just thought I'd give you a clear idea of what I was helping to produce back in my time then. And there's also, it's not able to see on here, but on a desktop computer you'll be able to see my about page, which explains everything again, and my oral presentation which I'm presenting now will be on there as well. Okay, how's that?